Hello everyone, welcome to the Bees mini episode of GregTech New Horizons. This is only going to be the first Bees mini episode because we don't actually have access to a lot of the things that are necessary for bees. Basically, I'm just going to be doing a quick setup to get my bees going. So unless one of these gives me a bee ELISAR, okay, no, which is like a 0.11% chance from these things, so I don't think I'm not expecting it. Yeah. So because we didn't get a bee ELISAR, we're just gonna set up bees because I don't have something that was needed for the bee ELISAR. Where's the recipe? I didn't have stuff for the display. The polyethylene sheets. I think that's an MV tier thing. So, I don't know how far away from MV I am. So unless I randomly get it, bees are going to be kind of hit or miss, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, wintry. I think wintry fits into this biome well because it's a cold biome, right? We're in a cold plains. So let's see if wintry will run here. Flowers snow. Does that mean snow layers, basically? We're basically waiting for these things to trigger a life. What's it called? Whatever it's called. Do I have snow? I have snow right here. So I don't know if it's a snow block or a snow. Ooh, can I not make snow blocks? Oh, compressor. 4 snowballs. Okay. And then can I make the? Yeah. So my guess is it's probably the what do you call it? The, like, snow carpet kind of thing. Are you unhappy with your situation? No? Wait, how did I make that? Oh, 3. Okay. I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna leave snow around them and hopefully it won't become a problem. Right? Okay. Well, those are gonna stay wintry bees for now. Another thing is I have these scoops. The scoop from Forestry and the scoop from GregTech. And I have seen all these beehives around that I've been meaning to break. Some forest stuff. Oh, there's some rocky bees over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. So these have some kind of trait that lets us. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Tolerant flyer, true, which I think means it can work in the rain. Ignores day and night, true, so it'll run all night. Cave dweller, true, which means it can have blocks above it. So those are gonna be nice to have for when we have a bee ELISAR and can actually analyze all the bees. We can get our one of the quests basically explains it, but you basically get a breeding stock that have all the best traits. And then you can breed those traits into all of your future stuff. So these 2 quests basically explain that kind of thing, that kind of idea. Oh yeah, here we go. Nocturnal, you get from the rocky. Cave dwelling, you get from the rocky. Rain tolerant is the one that we get from water. High fertility, we get from wintry. So we've already got 3 of these 4 things. Water, we might have to just buy the water hives. I don't think I've seen any. They're around, but I just haven't seen any. A valiant princess, huh? I think that has a random chance of spawning from any beehive you break. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be going around definitely breaking all those. And then breeding is another thing that I'll be slowly working on. I didn't know the bee houses would, like... I know they wouldn't allow for mutations. They just don't allow for mutations of the species. If I can get a common princess, which comes from forest and meadow... let's see, bee breeding, there we go. Comes from basically any 2 of the basic tier bees. So if I can get like a common queen, then I think if I put it in bee house, I can cycle it until it becomes a perfectly normal common. But I'm not sure. I know that this quest here says to breed meadows and a forest, but it'll be any kind that will get us the common. Like I said, the rocky should be an option here. and the forest should be an option here. So forest rocky is what we're looking for. Yeah, forest rocky will get us common 15% of the time. I think these are all 15%, so it's not like we're missing out by only going for a certain kind. But it has to be done in an apiary. And I think it has to be done in a better biome than this. This is a cold biome. Is it nighttime? It's nighttime. Hang on, I'll be right back. So over here is where we're going to build our base in an upcoming episode. Like our base for the rest of the series, hopefully. It also happens to be not a cold biome. Like, I think it's a temperate plains. See how it's a different shade of stuff. Let's see, cold plains, temperate forest. So I think these bees will be happy here. I mean, they don't have flowers, so they need flowers. I'm pretty sure the tulips will count. But there's that. So let's put it in a forest and a rocky. And we'll see if that runs well. Actually, let's get some frames because the apiaries can take frames. Okay, so these frames, I think, just decrease genetic decay and increase production, which is fine. I don't have any of the lifespan frames yet. Keep them around, get them together. This one. Causes mutation at an increased rate, but they're super useful. Because I think these things will make it so they die faster. Less production, 3/4 lifespan with the soul frames. Maybe that's not the lifespan ones. Oh yeah, here you go. These are the ones that give us less lifespan. Oh, need some quests for that. Anyway, so if we want to get some faster breeding, it's at the cost of possibly a queen going from pristine to what's the other one? Anyway, there's two types of queen. There's the pristine stock, or princess too, and then there's another one that if after 100 like lifespans, it has a chance of dying that increases every lifespan. So pristine ones should stay around forever, but if you breed them and mutate them, they have a chance of becoming the other kind, which will eventually die. So you kind of want to have the pristine ones be for getting as many as much of the resource you want, and then the other ones for breeding to get enough drones so you can breed that into a pristine, if that makes sense. Again, this was all explained in these quests here that explain what's going on or how to do stuff. Anyway, we'll be back after these ones die to see if we have any commons, and then I guess we'll just keep cycling them, and then by the end of the episode, hopefully we'll have commons. All right, so those bees finished. We got a rocky princess and some common drones. So we're gonna keep cycling them with the common drones until we get a common princess, common drone pair. Also, there might be a way to automate this. I don't know. I might have to go see if I can automate it as it is, or if I have to. Don't do that. Yeah, I might have to see if I can automate it as it is, or if I have to wait until I have some other tier of stuff. So let me go see if I can automate these, and I'll be back. Another thing I saw. Yeah, ignoble stock. That's the other kind. So we have pristine stock and ignoble stock. And the ignoble stock will disappear after, like I said, about 100 lifespans. So just keep that in mind if you have those. I believe something about maybe the Rockies are always pristine stock. Those might be the ones to make your resource generation from. These are still running nice and slow. But anyway, yeah. So we'll be back if I can find a way to automate it, or if I get the common bees. All right, so between this clip and the last clip, I did 3 things. I read the wiki page for bee breeding. I went and watched my 3-year-old video for bee breeding that I made in, I think it was the FTB University mod pack. That'll be linked up in the iCard. It's got a lot more information than this video has at all. It's got some stuff that's for a newer version of Forestry, but, you know, that's fine. I also went into a test world to see how hard it was to breed stuff without a beealizer. Turns out it's going to be pretty hit or miss for a while until we get to the MB age and we get the beealizer. But I think I am going to make the field kit. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I changed my mind. So there's that. Uses paper to get, to get our, where's more paper? There it is. Yeah, to like scan the bees. It only gives the main traits, not the secondary traits. So I don't know how useful it's going to be. I don't know how much I'm going to use it, but could be kind of useful, I guess. if I get some pure bees. All right, so another thing I want to do is I'll make this apiarist chest because I found out we can automate things. So I think I have my 5 empty crates here. Let's just go ahead and see if this works actually. Will this pull? Sweet. Okay, so we can empty out the seed oil just fine there. To get our, we need a bucket of honey to make this craft here. Just going to be steel screw, 3 of these, and our 5 crates. And then we need, like I said, a bucket of honey. So I will make that real quick. Okay, so we got our apiarist chest, and I have, oh, cool. I have a setup over here for somewhat automation once we sleep. Okay, so when I watched my video from 3 years ago, I figured that I had figured this out already. I just wanted to see the setup. So basically, these pipes work the same way that the pipes in that video work, except that you need to, so import basically means that you're importing from the hive, and then it's going to feed back in anything that can go in. We actually don't want that for this hive because we're breeding it. But if we were just getting resources from a bee, then we would cycle it back in. It would fit anything it could, so it would fit the princess and the drones back in. Anything it couldn't fit in, if there were extra bees, they'd go in the apiarist chest, and if there were extra combs, they'd go in the top chest. And then we can expand this out all the way, just connecting at the bottom here, to make it so these are automatable. The bee houses are not automatable, but the apiaries are. So that's one thing I saw there. We're still working on getting commons here. I found out it's going to be a little harder to get a pure common than I had initially thought. But hopefully it won't be too hard. I don't know. We'll get it eventually, basically, is what it comes down to. So basically to automate it, you need a conveyor, some tin pipes, or whatever kind of item pipes you have. And then, you know, a place to store all the stuff that, all the byproducts of your apiaries. Some other things, I saw this accelerated frame. Once we were able to get molten redstone from this, no, not that kind, from the fluid extractor. Once we're able to get this molten redstone, once we have a fluid extractor, we'll be able to make these frames with electrum. I think it's just a lot of electrum. And these ones are pretty good because they increase the mutation rate, they decrease the lifespan, they do decrease the productivity, but these are good if you want to, you know, breed a new type of bee. So if we want to get our commons faster, that should be how we do it. So that's what I'm going to be going for as soon as I get that going. Obviously, the main first goal is to get alvearies, which means we need royal jelly, which means we need imperial bees, which means we need to get noble and majestic, which means we need common and cultivated, which means we need common in that, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's actually not super far down the line. But we'll probably have to wait till MV so we can know that we're getting good traits on our bees. For now, I'm not really too worried about stuff. We can go drop these in here for now. So we're just going to keep running these bees to breed them. I'm probably going to set up a whole line of things here to produce the combs. So we'll do that between episodes. Next episode, we'll come back and build the EBF. I think that's all I needed to do in this video. So yeah, we'll be back here to do more bees sometime in the MV age probably, because that's when we unlock the Beealyzer, which is going to be a huge help. We'll be back over here for many mini episodes over and over, because, well, we need, I want to keep having bees, and I want to keep showing the progression I have of stuff I can do. One thing that we got is a centrifuge, which is what's used to break down the combs. So there's this centrifuge, which is the one from Forestry, but I'm probably not going to use that one. I'm probably going to use this centrifuge, because I think it's the same, yeah, it's the same drop rate, but it uses GregTech power, so it's going to be better. So when I get the centrifuge, I'll be using that quite a bit to make these honeycombs, break these honeycombs down to honey drops, which are going to be used in the Beealyzer and the beeswax. So don't be surprised if I have that running by next time. Did I really not get... Oh, I got that drone. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and every time we get a common, we're going to go ahead and mix it with the common. If we get rocky, we'll mix it with the forest bee. If we get a forest bee, we'll mix it with a rocky drone. So I'll just keep cycling this. Hopefully, you know, slowly we'll get to having pure common drones, and we'll know it's pure when the drones that are dropped by it stack. Although that one only gave one drone. So that might have bad stats. I don't know. We'll figure it out when it gets to that part. That's why I think I think I started with a Forest Princess, which I think has better stats. It's got fertility of 3. So yeah, the Forest Princess should give us a fertility of 3. So hopefully that breeds into this common queen so that we get 3 drones per lifespan. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be running these. We're going to be automating the ones that are just getting us the combs that we want. So we'll probably put a forest and a rocky and whatever else we have in this section. We'll have another section for breeding, which will be, here too, but not automated. Okay, I had completely ended this episode, and I was editing it, and, while I was editing it, I was playing around with the stuff. Turns out the field kit is a little better than I thought it was. While it only tells you the main stats and not the recessive stats of a bee, it does tell you if it's a hybrid. So this one is straight up forest. But like this one's a cultivated common. You can see in that dark blue text. So it does tell you if you have a pure bee or not. So it kind of is nice to have at the cost of paper instead of honey, which the beehives will use. So that's pretty good. Anyway, I've gotten pure common and pure cultivated just in mess around with this while I'm editing videos. But yeah, the fact that this actually tells you if it's a mixed hybrid bee, that already makes it way better than I thought it was. Anyway, thanks for watching this mini episode. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. Really supports the channel. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below. I have mod spotlights and honestly other series all over this channel. If you want to go see those, go ahead and check them out. Anyway, I'll see you next time when we build an EBF, and thanks for watching.